Jo, halt zurück zu Vampyr. Wir sind das letzte Mal hier im Krankenhaus wieder angekommen und jetzt wollen wir eigentlich mit Swansea nochmal reden und irgendwie in die Apotheke müssen noch. Ich wollte aber hier nochmal reingucken, weil hier war eine Dame, die kenne ich noch gar nicht.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Absolut, klar. Ah, da brauchen wir wieder Hinweise. Okay, dann erzählen wir was von dir.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all
Sagen,
the
der
expenses.
Sohn ist es, nicht
That's
sie.
all that matters.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
Okay.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Okay.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Ooh, good.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Aha. Frau Hawkins.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Ja, verstanden, okay. Lassen wir es mal, ne?
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Lass mal den Sohn angucken. Ist das er hier? Bist du das?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No,
Da liegt da eine Säge.
Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest
Muss
while
halt schnell gehen.
she'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She
Tja.
would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Okay, lassen wir ihn, ha?
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Okay, die eine Dame müssen wir eigentlich mal blöd anquatschen. Ist es die hier?
Dr. Reed, may I help you?
Nein.
I'll see you later, Nurse Crane.
Gehen wir mal zum Doc hoch, oder? Wenn wir die Tante auf dem Weg treffen, dann quatschen wir die an. Aber es geht ja mal gar nicht. Hier Geld kassieren. Hallo, den Doc kennen wir. Ja gut, okay. Also, der müsste ja eigentlich jetzt oben sitzen in seinem Büro. Hier doch, ne, oder? Ich hätte jetzt gedacht, hier drin. Ja.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
Ja, Gift finde ich auch nicht.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
Alles klar, Edgar.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Okay. Aber lass vielleicht nochmal hier mal gucken. Kann ich bei ihm ein bisschen was klauen? Ist er raus oder was? Ne, steht da hinten noch. Okay. Jetzt gucken wir, was haben wir hier noch? Flip. Okay, gehen wir raus. Aber ich möchte jetzt gerne mal... Ja, die Gönnerin ist ja gut, aber wo ist denn die Apotheke? Plupp. Jetzt überall was mitnehmen, ne? Hier. Okay, gehen wir runter und gucken mal. Gönnerin irgendwo hier so, ne? Immer noch zu. So, warte.
It's locked, all right. Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague. Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Jadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Jadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean? You used to be a doctor. Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Oh, was hat er? Eine rätselhafte Formel, 70 Schilling, Alter. Was haben wir auf der Naht? 550. Ich kauf das mal. Opium, okay. Kaliumpermanganat. Alles mal kaufen, das haben wir, glaube ich. Aber Codein weiß ich nicht. Ah, was kostet der Spaß? Ich kaufe mal 1 oder 2. So, Kaliumpermanganat brauchen wir auch. Nehmen wir einfach mal mit. So, mehr haben wir nicht. Sehr freundlich. Was kann er noch?
Good
Also,
evening,
sprechen
Dr.
kann man
Reed.
trotzdem noch.
Such a pleasure to see you again.
Hatte der nur
Please show
so...
me what you have to sell.
Ja,
Of
wollte ich gerade
course.
sagen. Noch mal kurz
It's just
gucken, was ein
trinkets
Shop
and
anbietet.
curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Aha. Okay, also ich kann ihm auch jede Menge Zeug verchecken. Ah, gut, okay. Ehering, okay. Okay, ich behalte ich aber erstmal. So, wir wollten mit der Dame sprechen, die da hinten irgendwo stehen muss. Ach, das ist doch nicht etwa Frau Schlag mich tot. Hier, wie heißt sie noch?
Another night of the glorious battalion of Pembroke. The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
So it seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one might say, obstinate? He spent years compiling our bestiary.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Okay, das heißt...
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Okay. Das ist schlecht.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
Okay.
We both are afflicted with a thirst for blood, Lady Ashbury. That is our nature. By vocation, we also have reason to visit the hospital. Logic dictates.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Okay, das hilft natürlich. So, wir brauchen jetzt aber auch nochmal... So, ihn quatschen wir jetzt nicht an.
I wonder what your last words would be, sir.
Damn! The pain.
What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Ist crank. Halten Sie den Mund, okay?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Ich weiß nicht, next round. Okay, finish the Pippa Hawkins. Oh. Okay. So, was haben wir im Schränkchen? Mehr hat sie nicht im Angebot hier, ne? Okay,
The
also
patients
suchen
and
die ganzen...
staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
I have wasted
Good evening,
so
Mr.
much
Hampton.
energy for so
How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, Sora, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Wollen wir wirklich noch was fragen? Ne, wir gehen
Goodbye,
wieder.
Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again
Da
later.
geht's nix. Jo. So, Pippa Hawkins hatten wir eigentlich schon.
Daily routine.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
Ja, hatten wir schon. Okay, wir kriegen die nicht, ne? 3:1. Na gut, alles klar.
Goodbye, Nurse
So ein
Hawkins.
bisschen auf die Weide, ne? So, Dorothy, wo war die denn? Dorothy war ein bisschen draußen, oder? Achso, Mom ist hier, sorry. Den wollen wir nicht. Ja. Ah,
At least that mystery.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
ach komm.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not...
Ja, okay, das hatten
Look
wir.
around.
Sorry,
I can't
sorry.
say-
I'm not
Flip, flip,
proud.
flip, flip. Jupp. So, da haben wir wirklich noch nichts, ne? Alter, 5.
Goodbye,
Na gut.
nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Okay, dann Dorothy. Wo ist sie denn? Ne, draußen auf gar keinen Fall. Ist aber auch nicht so, glaube ich zumindest, ne? Dass man jetzt hier...
Here again.
Ups. Das ist nicht Dorothy.
So many.
ist sie auch nicht.
I will not let you down, my boy.
So, weiter unten. Okay.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals. Or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Interessant. So, sie ist weg, oder? Ja. Alter, Kanalisation. Das ist ja alles nicht so erbaulich, ne? Alter, alles nicht so gesund, ne? Allem Permanganat, das brauchen wir ja. Ach, das sieht nach Kampf aus. Was haben wir denn? Okay. Was ist denn mit Knarre eigentlich? Leer. Na gut.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Na gut. Ist natürlich mal wieder nichts. Da ist er. Okay, kaputt. So, will ich da lang? Ich weiß es nicht. Federn, okay. Cool, Zeug. Kommt ihr hier noch weiter, ne? Da hinten rein, okay, machen wir. Ich komme hoffentlich eh gleich zurück. Okay, dann haben wir auch kaputt. Wow, Patronen ist natürlich nice, ne? Yes. Ich gucke erstmal hier weiter. Also sieht da hinten irgendwie, da geht's irgendwie lang, ne? Trotzdem eben schauen, was hier oben ist. Ah, kommen wir wieder zurück? Weiß nicht. Schrotpatronen, Alter. Einen Bürger retten. Da geht's halt wieder zurück, ne? Brauchen wir nicht. Oh, Schillinge brauchen wir immer. So, da geht's wieder raus, aber hilft uns natürlich nicht. Also wir gehen hier runter. Komm. Ja, das war knapp, ne? So, komm mal raus. Was ist los?
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
All right, Mr. Thatcher, you're safe now. Do you think you can reach the street by yourself?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Tschüssi.
Newton, don't be sorry. We'll meet again soon, and we will be serene and beautiful.
Tja, gechillt, ne? So, schön, der Schlüssel ist natürlich nice. Frage ist jetzt, wo wollen wir hin? Wir wollen nur doch nochmal durch die Katakomben. Oh, da unten runter wäre natürlich auch nice. Ich gehe aber nochmal zurück. So. Jetzt ist die Frage, nochmal eben orientieren. Da kamen wir her und hier haben wir gesagt, geht's weiter. Jo, mit ihm hier. Ah, shit. Munition verschwenden ist natürlich blöd, ne? Yummy. Noch mehr. Wo sind denn die Ratten? Ja. Okay, so, da kommen wir nicht weiter rauf. Oh, was mit ihm hier? Hallo? Alter, liegt hier Zeug rum. War ja klar. So, was haben wir hier unten noch? Da glitzert es auf jeden Fall. Okay, da wollten wir eigentlich hin, ne? Hui. Alter.
What sort of creature is this?
I don't know. Wow. Oh. Nicht gut, nicht gut. Was für eine hässliche Kröte. So, jetzt geht's aber darum, dass wir halt diese Blutprobe hier
Here's what's left.
Oh. Ein Gutschein.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Oh, wer ist er denn?
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Ja, so ist das aber normal.
This is despicable.
Tja, in der Not frisst der Teufel fliegen, ne? Wir haben aber hier alles angeschaut. Ich weiß nicht, haben wir hier überall? Ja, schon, ne? Oh! Tja, ich muss mal kurz umschalten. Oh! Nicht gut. Für ein bisschen Kohle. Ups. Soll ich das ausprobieren da hinten? Ich weiß nicht. Verjungen braucht es das Blut. Chill. Okay, kaputt. So, jetzt haben wir das. Begib dich in Whitechapel. So weit. So, ein bisschen hier gucken. Noch einer. Okay, kaputt. Ah, ich glaube, es reicht auch dann jetzt langsam, ne? Dass wir auch mal abhauen jetzt, oder? Hier geht's auch raus, ne? Und die Tür ist zu und war auch zu. Und einen Schlüssel jetzt haben, ne? Hier sind wir reingekommen. Okay, gehen wir raus. Okay, Leute, ich sag's mal so, ich gehe mal pennen, tune euch vielleicht ein bisschen, Whitechapel machen wir beim nächsten Mal, okay? Also, mehr bis dann, ciao!